Hey everyone, today we are back in the weekly pack. This weekly pack is another doozy. Thankfully, we got away from the friend ahead attacks. It's all about the Axolotl. I'm actually showing some of the pets in the pack here that I don't have achievements for. Typically, I'm not highlighting over pets now just because I don't quite know where the run's going to go. But in this case, I knew early on in the weekly, I just wanted to get achievements out of the way. There were 3 achievements I needed. Those 2 you saw there, the Racket, Raspoli's Tarako, and the Shima Enaga, I believe is the other one. So we're going to see all 3 of those. 1 here in the main run, 2 in the bonus. And then I have some really fun stuff in the bonus clips. If you're a fan of this channel, you know I have been obsessed with the Pelican since its change to where it spawns the salmons, or what I like to call the Salmon of Death. And yeah, have some really fun runs there in the bonus clips. I'm hoping I got all the Pelican gaming out of my system early, so I apologize if you ran into those teams, because you're probably not going to beat them. If you do, I salute you, and that probably means you've absolutely done it. So yeah, let's hop into this one. The main run here is all about the Raspoli's Tarako, and actually we're going to get to that in a sec, because I want to focus on what we have going on in the team right now. What we have going on is a Weevil and Pheasant combo. So the Pheasant will give a Strawberry, and then the Weevil will give it attack. It is such a good tempo start. I know we had something similar to this in a recent weekly. There's also the Ladybug and the Hummingbird as tier 1s that are very strong as well. The Pheasant I was typically taking over the Hummingbird, surprisingly, because there's some things that I'm doing with the Pheasant that's really fun. It's using the Sage Grouse. It's the perfect combo. Those are going to be for the next weekly video. I have a couple bonus clips so far in runs. I haven't gotten the run yet. I'm not sure if it's even going to be a main run, but that's one of the things I'm going for this week. Pheasant, Sage Grouse combo for a little tempo. Sometimes I'm just using it for a little bit. Sometimes I'm carrying it to the late game, seeing if I can win with the squad. The Hummingbird is much better to keep in this weekly and carry to the late game because it just works seamlessly with the Axolotl. And right here, I believe you're going to see the first reason why I absolutely love the Pheasant. The Pheasant and Quail Chick is such a good combo. You're essentially getting a 2 gold pair. Since I have the Weevil, the Quail is actually not that bad. It's 3-1 with Strawberry now, so it's actually like a useful unit in battle. And we've got the Toad going in the back. I wanted to point that out early because the Raspoli's Tarako generates mana, and that, I believe, is just such a key combo. I've actually been really excited to watch this back and see how much the Toad and the mana snipes kind of interact, and if that really creates the devastation that I thought it did. But yeah, you're going to see me pivoting pets that will potentially work with the meta. For a lot of these achievements, I was just sticking with the meta, sticking with the Axolotl. I think I might have ran Elephant Seal for some of them, but there's times when I'd buy an Elephant Seal, maybe even had a chance to get a level 2 Elephant Seal, and I'd see an Axolotl in the shop, and I would just sell the Elephant Seal for an Axolotl. It's a crazy thing to do. I never thought I'd do it with how strong Elephant Seal is, but it just seems so much better. And it really shows how strong the combo is, especially with the Radish. This weekly is a ton of fun if you like the Axolotl and you like this whole perk meta. But if you don't like, if you like diversity and, trying different things every game, you might just be a couple games and then get out of the weekly. And if you're Rhine Shadow Golden, then you are feeding your Axolotl addiction with this weekly. So stay safe, brother. We were laughing about it a lot because, yeah, Rhine Shadow Golden was telling me how much they love Axolotl. And when this pack comes out, I thought that I wasn't sure if they were still doing user submitted packs. I guess they aren't. So all this is like the random quote unquote generated packs. Random with quotes because it kind of builds like synergy, right? This is a randomly generated pack, but once it puts like strawberries in the pack, it's going to find other strawberry pets and pair it. But yeah, I thought Ryan Shadow Golden made this pack, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. This pack was made so well, it seems like, with like the pheasant and sage grouse stuff I was talking about. It's just so much fun. And yeah, slowly pivoting the team. The Ox is great because it gets the melon, pretty much guaranteed to get a melon. Tar passes the Perks back. I pretty much knew it was going to be a strawberry team. So it's tough going a strawberry team with the Axolotl this weekly because that means you cannot go radishes. And if you cannot go radishes, it probably means you should go elephant seal. But if you just play, the perk passing units or the units that generate perks themselves, then it kind of works out perfect. You can still make Axolotl work really well. And units like the Ox are perfect because the start of battle, the strawberry gets used, and then the Ox like that will regenerate its melon. So still have 4 hearts remaining, but only 3 trophies on turn 7. It's kind of an interesting spot. You see I highlighted the Shima Enaga for a second there because I was like, yeah, that's one of the pets I'm going for, but not going to buy one on turn 7, unfortunately. And there it is. Raspoli's Tarako. Replace friendly strawberries with 4 mana. So level 2 will be 8 mana, level 3 will be 12 mana. So if you have a full team with strawberries, you will get 12 mana per pet. That's pretty gnarly. That's 60 mana, that's 60 snipe damage total. That's 12 damage snipes. Pairing that with the Toad, I figured it was going to be a devastating combo. Yeah, almost take the Radish there. And what are we doing? Yeah, I never know at these points, like, do I potentially preserve the hearts, or do I just... I essentially saved 1 gold, I think, doing that. And opened up, for the 1 roll I did take, opened up a spot in my pet shop. It's kind of the thought process I have. Kind of a weird thought process, but... I don't know. I think those little things can what really set you apart. And actually don't like that level up at all. It's quite unfortunate. We can just set up a double tar. It's only turn 8, so that's why I have a pair frozen. Turn 7 and 8, I probably buy the most food out of any turns before turn 11. Just because the pair opens up and it's right before chocolate. So I know I'm not too worried about like finding pets and level ups. Even though we can get the Axolotl, it's like, let's just get chocolates and get our level ups later. We'll just take any value we can get now. And I figured the tar, the toad, the mana, it's kind of the perfect combo for like the weakness in this weekly. Especially considering there's a lot of stuff that's like the perk meta. A lot of stuff is getting melons or even coconuts. And it's very scary. And yeah, we have a level 2 Raspoli's Tarako. So I decide, you know what? We need an Axolotl. But also we need to get these strawberries cooking or we're just going to keep losing hearts. And you see I'm kind of like slow rolling this. Because I really want to make sure I don't miss anything here. This is the critical point in the run. If we don't find an Axolotl, the run's over. We could find an elephant seal, I guess, and salvage the run. So if we don't find any form of scaling, we need a little bit of scaling. If we find nothing, the run's over. But we're finding these strawberry jams, which is also the reason I didn't start throwing strawberries on everything. I really like greeting for strawberry jams, just being gold efficient. And I think I thought about the Theriznosaurus, like... I did try it once. It's something I'm going to try again. So you go Raspoli's Tarako, high attack, and then you go Hummingbird with just lower attack than the Tarako, and then Theriznosaurus, lower attack than the Hummingbird. So strawberries get removed, Hummingbird replaces strawberries, Theriznosaurus gives you coconut. So it's kind of like a double combo, double strawberry combo. Oh, look at that clutch right there. That's it, that battle. I think that's when I realized, like, I threw all those strawberries, and I was like, yeah, we're fine. I lost a heart before that, threw those strawberries, and we have the Axolotl. And the toad's the only thing that's not going to get scaled. You can see I'm thinking about the strawberry, I'm thinking about a tar level, I'm still passing radishes. 6 trophies, 3 hearts. I figured, you know what? I can greed. And I'm still passing strawberries. I should have thrown that strawberry earlier. So now I'm shooting myself in the foot. Shout out the blind... Oh no, not the blind weekly. Shout out the sarcastic small one. My video yesterday, I believe. Yeah, getting a little bit of scaling. I figure, you know, this ox could use a little love. We can chili it and then override the chili with melon. I don't think that's the end of the world. There is not level 3. There's level 1.5 Axo. Getting greedy still. And finally settle for something. Settle for pizza. Pizza's just too good to pass up. Unless you're like turn 15 plus, then you can... Then it's probably too late. Pizza might not make the difference, or it might barely get you over the line. You don't really know. And you see these mana snipes? The chili in combination with the mana is really the MVP, I believe, in this run. And I just want 2 level ups. And strawberry jam. Jam. Shout out the jam. Shout out to Spaceballs. I just thought of that. I'm trying to think of the... Yeah, they're like, sir, we've been jammed. What is it, like strawberry or raspberry? They're like, there's only one person who uses that. Lone Star. Sorry, I know I'm butchering it. That is an all-time movie. I just haven't seen it in a long time. It used to be one I probably watched every year. And if you haven't seen Spaceballs, it's a, like a parody movie on Star Wars. And yeah, it's an all-timer. Go check it out. Still want that Axo level, but we have all the strawberries. We have level 3 Ruspoli's Tarako. So I figure, yeah, we could probably just toss a pizza. Let's see if this takes us to glory. Not the most scaling in the end, but like I said, we just needed a little bit. We actually ran into a team that's not scaled at all. Kind of get lucky with some of these matchups. I know Grounded recently called it out in a video, like sometimes you just get face rolled and sometimes you just get these matchups that are like, yeah, thanks, I'll take it. But would like to see something a little bit stronger than that so we can see the synergy. We've seen the synergy in action, I feel like a good amount this run. We've beaten bigger teams for sure, but don't remember the final battle. Let's see if we finally find the Axo. And we probably don't need it. I'm not sure though. Ooh, yeah. See, here's a big team. Yeah, that's scary. That is very, very scary. Level 3 Axo, level 3 Toad, level 3 Hummingbird. The only problem is they're not going to get all their Toad triggers, are they? Not even close. They're banking on their big unit. They're just not going to get their Toad triggers at all. Yeah, they just rather have the Hummingbird scaling. I see. It's units like that, you're just carrying a low tier unit to the end, and the mana snipes can't get it done. Yeah, that team was an absolute Goliath. I got exactly what I asked for there. Ask for a big team, and you shall get a big team. Whether you like it or not. So yeah, I decided at this point, okay, the Ox got enough stats. Let's utilize both of our chilies. It is time to secure victory. And yeah, 3 gold left. Might as well take anything we can. Just praying we can get a double chili action, double chili weakness action, and it's probably not going to happen with the big marmoset. Let's see though. Level 2 Cobra, not the highest attack, but it's still doing 7 damage snipes, and there you go. That was a big chili. The mana snipes are just crushing. And it's a draw. Oh no, it's so scary. The game is just prolonging. I'm like, alright, I'm not going for level 3 Axo. Taco's good. Just anything to give me a little buffer. And I was talking about like turn 15 plus not throwing pizzas and whatnot. Decide to throw a strawberry because that is essentially a pair as well. Just get the 2-2 in value. We run into an absolute Perk meta team. This is terrifying. They get skewers. We override one skewer. We override their chili. But they get melons. Oh no. We go down to 1 heart and I was like, oh gosh. I needed more scaling. I thought this synergy would be able to do it. I mean, it's really good. It's just barely not getting there with these huge teams. These teams are gigantic. So another pair. I don't know, I'm just kind of throwing this food at random, as you can see. And we run into, I mean, bless this team's heart. This Eagle Owl probably passes a ton of stats. They actually get their level 3 Gelada trigger. This is something that I very highly respect. Using the Parrot with the Tarantula Hawk, I mean, that's crazy. But yeah, the weakness and the mana and the chilies, just the combination of it all. We have 24 mana snipe in the tank with the 1816 toad. There's the achievement. It felt so good to get that. I thought the run was done. So we're going to hop into the bonus. Here is an absolute Axo meta for you. This is for the Racket Tail achievement. The Racket Tail is really good because it just keeps giving strawberries. So I was having a lot of fun. I'm trying to do some whale shark action actually this week to try to see if a whale shark, which can't essentially get any perks, can power through. It's very hard this weekly considering pretty much everything's going to have a perk or some sort of synergy. But yeah, shout out the Cardinal as well. The Cardinal just basically gets that food trigger every turn by stealing the food. It's something I didn't realize at first, but you might see it right here. Even though the Cardinal's at 50-50. Yeah, trying to figure out my team order. Yeah, there we go. I think, yeah, because I want the Axo to get scaled a little more, but then I changed my mind. And there you go. See, the Cardinal will get buffed every turn. So Cardinal, amazing this weekly. And yeah, again, I mean, level 3 Eagle Owl is terrifying. But they have this toad, double toad setup. I mean, this is turn 21, by the way. Look how many stats they got. So at first, I was like, what is this team doing? And then I was like, sweet mother of God, what just happened? Luckily, we one-shot through their gorilla and then with PETA, and then we get our coconut versus their shark in the back. So that was a huge relief. What a crazy game going turn 21. I mean, this one's turn 19 now, going for my Shima and Enaga achievement. And you see how big these teams are. It's just scary. So like I said, I was just running the Axolotl meta to try to carry me to these achievements. And it got to the point with a Shima Enaga here where it's not even worth going any strawberries. I just radishes on everything. Everything gets scaled to the moon. It's a complete joke when you get to this point with level 3 Axo. Like, you don't even need to run double Axo because everything just gets 3-3-6-6 stats per turn. Absolutely ridiculous. And respect for trying to run the Flycatcher. It could work with stuff like the Falcon and whatnot, but I'm not sure. So now we're going to run into a series of battles before hopping into the final bonus. This is just showing you one of the Pelican metas I ran. This is just an absolute meta, just scale the team to the moon. I wish I would have gotten more level ups on the things that the Pelican's eating, right? It's only eating a level 1 Siamese. But this is one where I did not use Axolotl scaling either, so I just wanted to point that out. One of my strongest runs this weekly is actually not using Axolotl at all. It was using Siamese. You see for the final battle, I actually sold the elephant seal. I just wanted to purely have the Pelican and the salmons. I wanted to make sure the salmons got to show their full force, the full glory. And you see they have Rust Bully Sirocco. They don't get to use some of their mana there. And yeah, it's not even close when it gets to this point, when you get a Pelican cooking like this. And yeah, I have a lot of other stuff I'm looking to cook in the weekly, so at least one more weekly video, possibly two. But if you hung around this long, we're going to ride off into the sunset with this absolutely insane roller coaster of a game. We go down to 1 heart, it's a dire situation, and I decided I'm going to be stubborn with Saiga Antelope. I'm going to make a Saiga Antelope work with a Pelican. Let's see if it works. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. As always, have a fantastic day. We'll catch you in the next one.